They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. Just watch us cook. TSL, competitor shook. So look, come check us out on Saturday. See what the hype's about. We doper than you. DMVPG come through. Y'all not nicer than us. You got more views, but you still look sus. We got the OGs ride. No puss here, cause here we still slide. No hide. We got that work. No sponsor logo on the shirt. Go support Garvey and Gabby Mo. Can't work Katrina. Now watch us go. R.I.P. Chuck Brown. Gotta pay homage for that DMV sound. They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
We roll them in and out, no doubt, without question. Talk to everybody from any fucking section, from VA to DC and PG. Look up in the sky, it's stars on the scene. Going state to state, you can't see the dream. We flooding up the hood, can't possibly know what I mean. Look, Vato, we coming for the cream, no Diddy. Setting up the table for the game, is you with me? Bangs on the beat anytime we step in it. No slack in the lyrics, we just go get it. Let it bang, we did it. Industry upended. The show goes on without us, don't feel it. Shooting up the city, no cap, it's the district. 80 Mason dot one mission. Crank the city. No cap, it's the district. 80 Mason dot one mission. Crank the city.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Fuck them up, niggas. I ain't worried about the TSL shit going live. I know you heard about them really getting straight to the bands. You wanna argue about it, grown niggas crying for attention. Now let's talk about it when it come to doing this music. Y'all ain't fucking with me, really gatekeepers over here for the DMV. Really love the guests in the tops, they love the energy. Move low key in the streets, I'm like a centipede. And it's in the pounds of the tree, I'm like dispensary. Ain't no sponsor for none of the streets or the industry. Throw the shit on all year, I'm in Balenciaga. See, I bought my wife VS1, she like simplicity. Fuck these other niggas pretending they acting finicky. I done son a lot of you niggas, they like my mini-me's with the turkey bags and the link. Or my fashioniste, switch the hustle up on these niggas, I'm in the botany. Middle finger up in the sky, fuck creating peace.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Yeah, Team Sack, playing in the air, baby. Let's go. Every Saturday, got dope content. No gossip over here, that's female shit. OG's blessings, score blunt and dink. That's DMV shit that'll make you think. We got topics on topics, best of the guests. Garvey, you the chosen one. With the flex, got Kenny work Katrina, style breaking necks. Y'all ain't know, it's Mace Man, O.80 J, and we on Rip Radio. Mixed with the trunk with no debate. We gon' rock the boat. Look, J too funny, Joe Jack with jokes. Gas hunters with the gas, man, y'all ready to smoke? Yeah, and you know what? Okay, we the best podcast out, no joke. Yeah.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. Gotta watch them, they be moving too fast. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. Gotta watch them, they be moving too fast. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. Gotta watch them, they be moving too fast. Out to get you, but be calling you fam. Steady plotting, but I'm hip to the plan. These Bama sneaky, but you call them your man. You feel the envy when you shaking their hand. Showing smiles, but I see through the mask. Don't let them trick you, that's a snake in the grass. Watch. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. Gotta watch them, they be moving too fast. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. I see him hiding, why these snakes in my grass. Gotta watch them, they be moving too fast.
Welcome. We are back here again, right? Thank you for everyone joining me here on TSL, where we are the voice of the entire DMV, right? Yes. That includes Baltimore, and yes, that includes Washington, D.C., right? I am your host. I am your pilot, the Dude 80, and we have a special one for you today, right? Thank you to Rip Radio and the Good Trump for having me here for another joint, right? Okay. All right. So this is episode 105/34 on Rip TV, right? /Rip Radio, right? Okay. All right. I have a special guest scheduled for today. We are waiting for him to get on and we will bring him up. But in the meantime, I would say the guest scheduled today is a special one. Right? I gave you a few artists that's in that realm, right? It is I interviewed Nate World Changer, dope, and I also interviewed Ray Nas, dope, right? So when I interviewed Ray Nas, he made sure to tell me that make sure you go check out Tone Butter. Go check out Tone Butter. You know what I'm saying? He dope as shit. I said, okay. That's the power of networking. Right? Because you might not initially be targeting that person, but that person will bring another person. And then, you have two people, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of networking, because when it's done right, then that person will throw an alley-oop to the next person, and so on and so forth, right? So, and that's how Tone Butter got
on my radar. So, okay. So, I did some research on Tone Butter, right? And dope, right? When I say dope, when it comes to Nate World Changer, Ray Nas, and now Tone Butter, right? The music. First of all, let me say this. If I was ever in a versus, right, I will pick DMV against anybody in the indie market. Anybody, right? Because they so fucking dope, right? And they all have their own story. And each journey is different, but the foundation is the same, right? But the way they get to A to B to C is all different, right? And I love Nate World Changer. I love Ray Nas, and I'm loving Tone Butter, right? So now hearing the name, doing the research, I was already a big supporter of his music, right? But seeing him 2 times now at Cruddy Crankers on Fridays, right? Cruddy Crankers, I had told you guys, make sure you guys, if you're an indie artist, make sure you guys go Google Cruddy Crankers. Hit their inbox, hit their message, whatever it is, let them know you are an indie artist and you're trying to perform, and I guarantee that will be a great look. Very intimate, but very grown, right? So, okay, so first time seeing Tone Butter, right? I will say this. When it comes to Tone Butter, if you're not on your A game, he's going to embarrass you. Right? Not only is his music top shelf, right? His content is top shelf, but his presentation, it is unmatched, right? So I'm glad that he is here, because he is that voice that is needed. Is needed. You know what I'm saying? But it's not watered down, or like, you know, he still gives you the substance, the message, but in a updated version, right? It's not preachy, it's not over religious, you know what I'm saying? It's great message with great beats, great lyrics, and great stage performance, right? So, okay, so I got the green light that our guest is in the green room. So, good Trump, let's bring our guest on, please, sir.
What's happening?
Okay. So let me start this proper. I interviewed Nate World Changer, right?
Right.
I love his music. Okay.
Shout out to Nate World Changer.
Right. So and in my journey, I went from Nate World Changer, then I went to Ray Nas.
Shout out to Ray Nas peoples.
I love Ray Nas, right? And I'm gonna tell you what he told me after the interview. He was like, look, I know you had me, I know you had Nate, but go check out Tone Butter.
Real business.
I was like, Tone Butter? He was like, bro, listen what I'm telling you. Go check bro out. I said, all right, bet, say less. So I didn't know who you was. I just know he threw you the alley-oop, and now I'm going to, see who you are. Usually, that's how networking is. Like, usually, when it's done right, you usually throw the alley-oop to the next person, so we keep this train going, right? So
that's how we do it.
Okay. So before I seen you perform, right? I checked your music out, and I was like, damn. Who is Buddy? First of all, who is Buddy? And why does he sound like this, right? Why does he sound right? So then I got the honor to go to, you know, family, Cruddy Crankers.
Shout out to the Cruddy Crankers, man.
Legendary, right? And I didn't really know the setup. I just know that I got an invite come through. Say less. Whatever they got going on, I know it's good money. I know it, right? So I go there, and a bunch of artists I enjoyed. Right. But one artist that stuck out, I believe he was last when I first seen you.
Yeah.
Hey, look. You dope as shit, like really, shit. Like
hey, that's love, bro. Appreciate that, bro.
Cause I'm an artist, right? And
right.
I know the different strengths people have, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you what your strengths are that I enjoyed and I seen off Bucks. First of all, your presentation.
Appreciate it.
You are high energy. You are very vocal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your voice rings through the whole atmosphere. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you can feel the energy. Right?
Appreciate that, fam.
And on top of all that, it's like people will say like perils. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you have perils, when you have more than one meaning, like, you know what I'm saying? Your titles have it, your substance have it, like, you know what I'm saying? It can be street,
right?
But then it can be, you know what I'm saying, straight scripture. It can be scripture.
Right. Facts.
And you can use both, right? You can use it for both, right? And I told Ray Nas this before, like, y'all music is necessary. Right?
Amen to that.
Necessary. When I say it's like that music, like Tribe, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to all them old, you know what I'm saying, that it's that substance that has no age limit, and it go to every different generation. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not trendy like a drill, like a snap, like a crunk. Like, nah, it's that substance that you need, right? But it doesn't blossom until you go through certain experiences and you
right. That's real.
Then it makes sense. Makes sense, right?
That's real.
When life starts to slow down and then you start to put important things in order, that's when it makes sense, right?
That's what he was talking about. That's what. Oh, I get it now. Facts.
Dope, right? Okay. So that's my soapbox. You know what I'm saying? Usually I bring artists on that I appreciate, and it's some more than others. And you guys are definitely needed. It's just one of them things that I don't know how I missed you, but I'm glad I have this show because each and every week I get to go to a different area in the DMV.
Right.
And when I do my research, I'm impressed every week, right?
That's love, bro.
So let's do it. Let's start this right, sir. Okay, so introduce yourself to the family, please.
Well, I am DMV soul rap artist Tone Butter, born and raised right here in Washington, D.C., Northeast, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm also an actor as well. I'm a professional actor. So a lot of people might not know me from the music side, but they know me from the acting side. I'm also an advocate. I'm with the New Royal family of advocates for planetary change, for the homeless kings and queens. I'm also a minister. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm also a minister as well, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, with the gifts and talents that God gave me, you know, that's where he used me at the most to make the most impact, you know what I'm saying? So everything I do all for the glory of God before anything, you dig what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, and other than that, yeah, man, you know, I'm the CEO of Real Business Music, independent record label. Shout out to Ray Nas, who's one of the artists that's on the label. Shout out to my wife, Hannah G, who's one of the artists that's on the label. Shout out to another artist on the label, Bishop Wall, you know what I'm saying, and to the rest of the Real Business Music family. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, also fashion designer. We got Real Business Apparel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bruce Odoms and the Mama Awards. We just won a few awards. You know what I'm saying? It's all those who won awards recently at the Mama Awards that was in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I just won a supporting actor of the year. I just won my wife won International Artist of the Year. You know what I'm saying? She also won Graphic Designer of the Year because my wife does all the graphics and the covers and all the videos that you see. That's my wife, Hannah G. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ray Nas and the other artist, Bishop Wall, who performed at the awards and did their thing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in the DMV who just pushing, grinding, and, you know, making it move, making it do what it do. You dig?
Okay. And this is what I told Nate, and this is what I told Ray Nas. The reason you guys are necessary, let's put music to the side. Let's just put music to the side, right?
Right.
You guys are in the days of where the family unit is not as strong and, you know, majority, you know, of people that we live around, right?
Right.
You guys have wives, you guys have structure, like you guys move, like you guys, to me, it seems like you guys not even paying attention what goes on social media. Like you guys,
facts.
You're really not, but you are. You are because you staying relevant.
Exactly.
Right? But in the everyday bullshit, like you guys are not really tuned into that. Like you still doing the old school way, you know what I'm saying? But you putting your spin to it. You put
Facts.
And I was gonna bring up, I don't know who does your graphics and all that, but your shit is like, bro, it has to be done by a woman, bro.
Shout out to my wife.
Has to be
Shout
done
out to my wife, Hannah G, man. Bro. Hannah G, that's all her work.
It has to
Glory
be
to God.
Because the details, it's the details that you be like, damn, like,
man, she's anointed. She's anointed, man. She do. I don't even help her. I give her the ideas, and she, you know, she tap in with the Lord, and it just come back gold, Jimmy.
Bro, okay. I'm really gonna enjoy this, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. Shout out to Ray Nas for even throwing the alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? You was not on my radar, but I'm glad you are now because I'm impressed.
Blessings.
Right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Right. Okay. So now, for us that came from, and this when I was saying yours is like the pearls, right? You know what I'm saying? It is maybe 2-3 meanings to whatever you got going on, right?
Right.
For people on a lower level, like I was, we take it when it comes from the street and the trenches, we are focused on lower level, right? You know right. But it's levels.
Definitely.
Once you grow out of that, you know what I'm saying, then you go to the next level, right? So, the name, where did you get your name from? Because on a low vibration, we get it. We know what that is, but I know what you mean is something different. So, where did your name come from?
So, in a way, it was kind of a twist. It did kind of come from what, you know what I'm saying, what we initially talk about, but you know, by giving my life to God, it was a positive to a negative. So, you know, with me hustling and doing a lot of things, moving around. When I went to Job Corps, I went to Job Corps in Pennsylvania, the Keystone Job Corps. And, you know, I was up there doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? But I still kept my city swag, you know what I'm saying? So I'm around that joint, jugging in the road with the slippers on, with my jewelry on and coming out the joint. I got females walking with me. And my man from New York, we called him Bar Fight Joe at the time. It was my homie at the time while we was up there. And he seen me. And my nickname was already Tone, you know what I'm saying? People at home call me Tone or Tone, you know what I'm saying? It's my first name, Antonio, or they call me Tony. So he seen me, and I was coming out from around the dorm, coming from out the dorm, finna do what I do. I had female on the left side, female on the right side, you know what I'm saying? Just to stay under the radar. And he looked at me, I had my robe on with the matching slippers and everything, and he looked at me like, Slim, I'm gonna start calling you Tone Butter. He said it. Of course, from the city, I'm thinking he bid. In my mind first go to bed, like, hold up, Slim, stop. But the females that was with me was like, Tone Butter. They just kept saying it. They was like, that fits you. Oh, that's you. And it just like it clicked. Because I was already looking for another name to go by because of the name that I was going by with rap at first. It's just like I've outgrown that. That no more, you know what I'm saying? That no more. I felt like it was no longer attached to who I was anymore. And I wanted something that also that, you know what I'm saying, that meant, that had impact. That wasn't just no regular street name, or, you know what I'm saying? Because names are very important, man.
Very important.
The name you go by is very important because most people try to live up to that name. So with having Tone Butter, you know, God graced me to have that name because Tone Butter has multiple meanings. Just like you said, I tell people often, you know, some people say, oh, you butter because you smooth. That's true. I'm definitely a smooth dude. You know what I'm saying? That's just the DC in me, you did. But it also means that I'm flavored with favor. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell people all the time. Why they call you Tone Butter? Because I'm flavored with favor. God's favor all on me. Whenever you want to put flavor in something, what we do, we put that butter in there. When you put that butter in there, you already know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's how it came about though. When I was in Job Corps, that butter, my man from New York, you know, New York dude added that butter to a Tone Butter. But it was because of what we initially think when we hear butter. Yeah, because that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Jugging.
Dope, right? And that's the thing I noticed with you and you know, Ray Nas and you know Nate is more than just the one meaning.
Right, fast.
It's more than one. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you guys are heavy, you know, heavy in the scripture, and that's another thing I love about you guys, that your music doesn't sound overly religious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Usually when you hear that type of music, you'll turn it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like mentally you'll turn it off because that's not me. Or like, let's say you're vegan. People start talking, you turn it off because that's not you, right? But it's layers. It's layers. It's whatever mentally you're on, is what you're gonna process.
Exactly.
The lower level is gonna be Tone Butter on some street shit, yes, right? But if you go next, smooth like butter. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So dope. Like, bro, I'm rocking with y'all heavy, bro. Because
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the love and support you just been showing, bro. I truly appreciate that. DMV, we all we got. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
If we don't support us, who else gonna do it,
bro? And in any verses, I would take DMV against anybody on earth on the indie scene.
Real business,
bro. And we will bust their ass.
Real business,
and it's not even close, right?
I stand with that.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So, who did you listen to growing up that made you want to rap?
Soulja Slim, BG, C Murder, Fiend, Scarface.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
Yeah. You see where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
You typical from the DMV. You are
facts.
DMV.
Facts.
That's a fact, right?
Facts. I listen to a lot of people from the city. A lot of people don't be bringing that up, but I listen to a lot of people from the city growing up. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love our sound. We didn't have a big platform for rappers, but it was still people in here in the neighborhoods that was doing their thing. Like you had the Rap Addicts in them doing their thing. You had dudes from Bennett Park that was rapping. You had the dudes from 37 that was rapping. You know what I'm saying? You had Lincoln Heights. You had the Circle Boys. You know what I'm saying? You had, you know what I'm saying? So I was listening to a lot. And then I've been rapping since a youngin', since a child. So I've kind of always been doing this thing like since a child, like really right in and out of studios and all that stuff, man. So I love to hear people from my neighborhood who could rap. They got in the studio and that was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They had, I think it was like Danger City Records. I was listening to Section 8 Mob and all that, man. Yeah,
the fact.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
You know
Okay. All right. So, how old, if you remember, how old were you when you started to rap? You know, you just started putting words together.
like 9, 10 years old, literally, like 9, 10, like really writing songs, writing. Since Go-Go played a huge part. That's how I sound.
Of course.
That's how it sounds. So, rapping to the go-go beat, Bama's at school doing the go-go beat on the door and all that, and we just freestyling and rapping, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it came about, and me wanting to liking certain rappers, and I ain't even gonna lie, at one time, I think Go-Go pushed me to rap even more because I heard it so much that sometimes I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in your house, you got the, folks in them playing the cassettes, the Go-Go cassette all the time. It blast. I go outside, everybody in the neighborhood playing it, cars roll past playing it. So it just kind of got me to want to, because I'm the dude that, I want to do something different. I want to do something different, but rap caught me, listen to dudes like Snoop Dogg. I was on that West Coast, we was on that West Coast where I was off of Spice One, MC8, still listen to these dudes today, you know what I'm saying?
Early 90s.
Really? So I was off of that 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat. I'm off all that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, once I started, as we started growing up, the more and more, it was just like I know God had gave me this gift because anytime that I would display it, I always got the utmost acknowledgement or the utmost respect for what I did. Like, Slim, you really like that, like you really can go. And it just grew. My gift began to grow because I would do it so much. Like rapping and stuff really kept me out of, I would say, the extra trouble that I could have got into, despite the stuff that I was already doing. Because man, should we get chased from the boys, I run straight to the studio. We get in something, it might be a robbery happen. I run straight to the studio, call the studio man. Hey, let me in the back door, bro. And I'm coming in there to talk about what I just did and what I seen and what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So rapping always, and I'm a poet as well. So I didn't say I'm a poet as well. Some people don't even know me in the DMV as a rapper. They know me as a poet. I was doing poetry for organizations like the Lakeisha Brown Foundation, Sisters for Sisters, and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? I was doing poetry, so I still be on the poetry move as well. So I'm definitely a poet. Before anything, when I was a kid, I was writing poems. You know what I'm saying? Poetry probably was the first thing that I did live before I ever touched the stage to rap with a mic. It was poetry. Yeah. So that's my other bag right there.
You just dropped so many jewels, but just to slow cook it. Where we from, right? From the trenches, right? PTSD is a thing.
Facts.
It's a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can think that, you know what I'm saying, it's not a thing, but if you're over 30 and you still think street, then it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Right?
Facts.
Okay. So we all got chased by the police and all that, and it's a few options you can do. Is you go back around the way,
right,
and be with the niggas.
Facts.
Nothing good happens from that, right? Or you can go and do sports.
Right. That was my bag too. Facts.
And this was so small because if you was rapping back in the day, you was a Bama. Like,
yeah, you was a Bama. You was a Bama. A lot of people don't even know that. You was a Bama here if you was rapping.
Bama, right?
If you wasn't rapping with the go-go bands, you was a Bama.
That's a fact.
Like that.
That's a fact. And you'll get clowned. A fact. That's a fact, right? So it was a few people that did that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot. So that's why I always salute the OGs, DC Scorpio.
DC Scorpio, shout out to DC Scorpio.
Black Indian.
Yeah.
Tony Blunt, Stinky Dick, and DJ Cool and all them people. Because like rapping wasn't even a thing when they was doing it. Like
right.
And for us, when we was doing it, you was a Bama. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was getting clowned. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for you, okay, all right, okay. So now you said poetry, right? Okay. So before I ask you that, I'm gonna tell you, when I see you perform, I see two of my favorite artists. I see a Project Pat. Why?
It's dope.
Because you know how to get your voice throughout the whole, wherever you at.
Right.
You can get your voice ringing throughout the whole thing.
Straight up.
And that's that Project Pat. Like, you know what I'm saying? He demands, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you loud and strong. You know what I'm saying? That's Project Pat.
Facts.
But another one I love, and you a lot of songs I do hear you stay in that pocket, is a Young Dolph. Like, Young Dolph pocket.
That's my man too. Rest in peace to Dolph. I definitely was rocking with Dolph for sure.
And you stay in that pocket, like, you know what I'm saying? Your beat's already knocking, and you just stay in that pocket. Like, you don't try to do too much. Like, you just stay in that wave.
Right. Fact.
And you just, you know, and then you keep the substance mixed. Like, it's like this. You mix the medicine with the honey.
Love it.
With the honey, right?
Perfect way to deliver that. Love it. That's
because you saying some shit.
Yeah, facts.
You saying some shit, but the way you saying is like, if you miss it the first time, if you hear it again, you'll hear it. Like, you be like, okay,
exactly.
I get it. Like, okay,
exactly.
Okay. So
that's how I know if they're really listening.
And I was gonna ask you about that too. I was gonna ask you, but I could ask you now. How is it, knowing how strong and powerful your music is, right?
Right.
How is it when you are performing and you see a person get it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not on some street shit. It's like, it sounds street if you're not really listening. If you just drunk and it just sounds like some street shit. But if you're listening, like, you can see somebody wheels actually turn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's facts.
So have you experienced that?
Oh, plenty of times. Matter of fact, that's my goal. Because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's me also being, you know, a man of God. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. I'm teaching in my music as well. I'm not just talking, I'm also teaching. So if I'm talking about I sold drugs or I done shot this gun and did this, I'm also teaching the consequences of it. I'm teaching the repercussions of it. I'm teaching the different way or the different direction you could have go in, or I'm just blankly just telling them my testimony so that others can be impacted and not make some of the same bad decisions or go down some of the same roads. You know what I'm saying?
I interviewed, you got a lot similar with the guest I interviewed last week, and that Jay Mills.
Shout out to Jay Mills. That's sis, man. Shout out to Jay Mills. She's dope, man, on another level.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's dope on another. We just did her event, me and Ray Nas not too long ago. And shout out to the bro DC Gutter. You know what I'm saying? Me, Ray Nas and Gutter just did her event. It was the healing Fall Fest or something like that. We just did the event. So shout out to sis, man. Yeah, I watched the interview. She's dope. That was a dope interview too.
And I put you guys on that frequency too, right? Because like I was talking about, it's a lower frequency that most people go to, right? But it's levels. It's levels. Yeah. Right. And it's like, and I had mentioned to her, it's like Bob Marley, right?
Right.
Bob Marley, most people on a lower level be like, oh, he just be smoking on that roster, like, like, but if you really tapped in,
you ain't lying.
You'll realize why he had to go.
Right? Facts.
So the most powerful tool that we have is love and unity.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Facts. And he was bringing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing they can have is that love and that unity. And he's bringing, right? So you guys, I'm rocking with you guys because it's not just great for the ear, like it's great for the spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I label myself a soul. As you see, I don't never label myself just a Christian rap or Christian hip hop artist.
Yes.
Now, give or take the platform or the environment I'm in. If they want to say Christian hip hop artist, go ahead. Right. But I label myself a soul rap artist because my music is just not just for one genre or one group of people. My music is for everybody. If you guys soul, then you're gonna feel me. You dig?
And that's exactly why I don't like when people will put your music in that category of Christian.
Right.
Because it's, even though that's what it is. It's capped. It's capped. No different than if I was to say I'm a vegan, right? You know what I'm saying? Already it's capped. You know, I bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but I'll listen, but really you don't want to listen, right? You know
Yeah, facts.
But if you listen to your music and take out the Christian, no ceilings, like just like Rakim, it'll take you a long time to realize, damn, they're not cursing. Like what's
yeah, fact.
It take you a while.
You pick that up.
It take you a while to be like, hold on, they're not even cursing. But they hit lingos that I understand. They hit the street lingos.
Yeah, facts.
I get it. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's not that. It's no Christian label over you that's suppressing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really rock with that, bro. I
appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, bro. That's love. Like I said, in my music, I'm still gonna talk about God because I'm a man of God before anything. I'm a man of the Lord. I'm still gonna talk about the Lord, but I don't have to say Jesus 500 times in my song for you to get the picture of what I'm saying. Sometimes I just need to tell you about how God maybe saved me out of the trenches, or how that gun jammed on me. And I was just sitting there praying to the Lord, talk about real things, real situations that people feel. Because like you said, sometimes when people hear the Christian label on it, they feel like that's not for me, that's for them. It's like, nah, I want everybody to get it. I want everybody press play. I want everybody to take a listen. I don't care who you is, whether you be Muslim, Buddhist. I got Muslim homies, just like I got homies that's doing other things. That I know friends and family that got other beliefs, but I don't want you to feel like what I'm saying only pertains to one group of people. Nah, this for everybody. Everybody can feel me. We all go through trials and tribulations. We all human. You know what I'm saying? We all go through similar struggles. So I know you're going to feel me. You did?
And that's a fact, right? And the realest, what people don't understand is the realest people, when you come from the trenches, right? When you come from the realest people be those that go religious. And this is why. It's a reason why you went religious. Like it's a reason. Right, you know what I'm saying? From the Malcolm to all the, it's a reason you went religious, right? But the thing is, when you come from that environment, the last thing you want to do is always be street. Like you don't want to be street. You want to get away from being street. Right. So those religious people, let's say like a Malcolm, right? Malcolm is not, he don't always blast being religious, right? Right. He give you real situations and options. Whatever you want to do from that's cool. You can still do the bad shit. You can do the good, great. But this is what it is. You have an option, right? Right. That's how your music is. Your music is it doesn't sound preachy. It doesn't sound preachy, right? You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate that because we don't always want you to have the Bible in your hand and be like,
facts.
It turns us off. It turns us off.
Facts. I know that to be facts.
And now when you get older, you realize those be the fakest ones in the whole situation. Like those be the ones that be the fakest ones that always be saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you bout that, you don't always have to be saying it.
Yeah, that's facts.
You don't always have to be saying.
We know that even from a street perspective.
We'll pick it up.
Too hard.
That's a fact. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. Like a person who always say I'm dope. You're really not dope because we'll pick it up. Like we'll know. Like you know what I'm saying? So dope. So that's why I rock with everything y'all got going on, right? So okay.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right. So now when let's say you not doing rap. Not doing rap, you just on a cooling vibe, you know what I'm saying? Different frequency. Now I even think about music. Like, what music would you listen to? Like, just on some just regular Sunday, just vibing out. Like, what do you listen to?
Great question. On the real, I still listen to what I grew up off of, man. I'm an oldies guy, man. I'm gonna listen to some Delphonics, some Temptations. One of my favorites, David Ruffin. I always call myself the David Ruffin of the rap game. As you can see the lokes on my face, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have a David Ruffin swag, you dig? I listen to Frank Sinatra. I listen to I listen to jazz. I listen to blues, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf. Like, yeah, I'm on that type of time. I'm real universal with that. I might listen to some old R&B, you know what I'm saying? Some 90s R&B, 90s hip hop. I might cut that on just for the vibe or the mood, you know what I'm saying? Whatever mood that I'm in. But I'm definitely an oldies guy for sure, man. I'm a cut them oldies on and be vibing. You know what I'm saying? I probably listen to the oldies more than I listen to any rap. And like I said, I'm gonna play a lot of the 90s. I don't really listen to a lot of this new era. I don't really listen to it that much. I pay attention though.
I agree.
See what's happening, but I'm gonna go back to my era, what I grew up off of, what I catch a vibe from. I listen to some Max B. I might, you know what I'm saying? I might put some Max B on. Okay. I might, like I said, I might put some Soulja Slim or something on, depending on the situation, you know, because certain stuff that you know, when I was outside and now being a man of God and, you know, having a relationship, because I normally tell people I'm not so much as a religious person. I'm a man that has a relationship with the Holy Spirit, with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? In the name of the Lord. So, you know, what sits right with my spirit today. Like I might could listen to certain things when I was younger, but when, you know, now growing up and maturing spiritually, it's like certain things just don't sit right with my spirit. And whatever conviction that the Lord give me, or whatever he, you know, speaks to me and speaks to my heart, that to allow me or give me the permission to listen to and vibe with, then I do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, MC8, I might cut some MC8. Days of 89, I might cut We Come Strap cut on. I might listen to Eazy-E some days. And you know I'm gonna bang the face. It's no, I got to play face. You know what I'm saying? Face definitely gonna get played all the time. You know, I don't care how old I am. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I be on that type of time.
And I love it because at the end of the day, we still human.
Facts.
Right? We still human going through this thing we call life. We experiencing life. You know, we're not perfect. So of course, you know, certain days you might feel like a face or whatever, or then you might feel like Erykah Badu and all them.
Right. Oh, definitely.
It's different. It's a vibration, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just don't stay on that nigga vibration too long. Yeah. Because the button gets broke.
Right.
The button
and it's having the mental maturity to where, like I said, having a mental maturity to know what you listen to. Like I said, it's like eat the chicken and spit out the bones. Certain things I can listen to that might used to be a bad influence to me then, because of my spiritual maturity today. So where I know how to eat the chicken and spit out the bones. As me being an artist, I might hear something from Project Pat back then and catch a vibe and say, ooh, I like that style. Now I got something to run with. You know, we do that all the time. I might listen to something back when Jay-Z was talking about flipping chickens and doing this, that, and the third. Like I redid the joint, Jay-Z, I'm feeling it. I redid that joint, you know what I'm saying? But of course I put my twist on it, and I'm still talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about God. I flipped it, but at the same time, it's still, the substance is still there. I took the joint, I redid the joint I got called Get Your Soul Saved. I redid the face joint. What's the face joint? I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. I know you know that joint.
Absolutely.
I flipped it, and I got my own little joint called Get Your Soul Saved. Powerful. Preacher Herman Murray preaching at the end of the joint about telling these youngers how you need to give your life to God, man, because today what you want people to say to you when they roll your casket up to the front of the church. You might don't go to church now, but I guarantee you when you land on your back in that casket, you gonna be at church. Now what the preacher say? Is you supposed to say you going to heaven? Because a lot of people ain't living a life that's going to permit them to go to heaven. So it's like it's a song that's dealing with the reality of what's happening now. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why your content is the most powerful of all of them, because those that fake it, we can tell, right? And your music is you meeting them where they're at.
Exactly.
Meet them where they at. So if they broke and they just came from the club and it's a church in the hood, then you right there where they at. Right?
Facts.
Dope, right? And those, bro, it's nobody more loyal than broke black people, bro.
Facts.
Like we believe in the word the strongest because we have nothing else, right? So meet people where they at, and I guarantee we rock with you. We definitely rock with you. We just
Right.
don't want you to sound preachy. You know what I'm saying?
Come
We don't
off
want
too
to sound
forceful. Yeah.
Don't
Don't want that at all. Yeah,
So-
man. The delivery is very important because you
Oh.
can have something good, but if you don't deliver it right, it won't be received well.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So that's you know, I take that very serious of how I deliver and the character that comes about with what I'm delivering.
That's
You know
a-
what I'm saying? Because if I got medicine, but I'm trying to force it down, you not going to receive it. And what I got is good for you, may heal you.
Right.
It will heal you. But the way I giving it, like I like what you said. You said it's like taking the medicine and mixing it with the honey.
That's
It's
fact.
like a kid. If you know that they don't like how this medicine tastes because they not really familiar with it, what
Fact.
you gonna do? You gonna find different ways and strategic ways. My way is to go to God and pray and listen to whatever strategy He give me. But that's just like when you were saying putting the medicine in the juice.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? It's the way I give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. And another thing you do before the music even come on is you look like us.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Facts.
you look like us so we can receive you well. Because all right, bet he looked like us. So what do I say? Like, you know what I'm saying? And bro, your music is just dope, bro. Your music is dope.
Appreciate
The
you,
content is dope. Bro, it's just dope, right? So
Appreciate you, bro.
okay. All right. So what do you remember about the first time using the studio? What do you remember about that?
I was selling crack. First time in the studio, I was smoking blunt, selling crack. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homies at the time, we was in that joint and we was coming up. You know, this was the days of when the rap groups was popping. So we was trying to start rap. We had a group called the Drama Boys. We just was coming up with, you know what I'm saying? And we all on street stuff, man. We was in that joint smoking endless blunts and you know, catching sales, meet niggas at the back door, running back into the booth, you know what I'm saying? But we still had structure when it came to our music. Like, we took it serious. Like, we really was like, man, we gonna get us a deal. Like, I had an A&R, my homie and them had an A&R. I probably was like 14. He was from Sony or Def Jam. They came around Northeast in the Bentleys, the Rolls Royces or something. Came around there because they wanted to sign. My homie was going to a school at the time, and I think that's where he met them at, and he played his music for them. And it used to be all of us from the neighborhood over, you know how that be, everybody from the neighborhood over that joint rapping. All the, you know, the real stand-up dudes who don't even rap, that just be outside, they in there rapping.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? They in that joint. So my homie, he ended up catching the play where they wanted to sign him. They wanted to sign a group because this was during the time of where the groups was popular, the rap groups was popular. So they wanted to sign a group. They didn't want to sign him by itself. So they listened to his CD, and I was on one of the songs. So they liked it. What he did, another one of my homies, I think that was from Third World, and they inquired about me and was like, "Who is this? We need him on a." I still got some of my stuff from when I was 12, when we was rapping selling cassette tapes and selling CDs. You know what I'm saying? So they came around the joint and wanted to sign us. Like I said, we about 13, 14. But my homie that I was rapping with wasn't the one that was in the group that I had, the Drama Boys. He was just another one of my homies who was from the neighborhood. So I was loyal to my group, but these Bammers couldn't stop getting locked up. But we made a pact that if one of us go, all of us going. So when he wanted to sign us, I backed out of it. You know, they was mad at me like, man, nigga, you gonna mess it up? We got the A&Rs here to sign us. But I didn't. I felt like it was going, because I'm a loyal dude. So I felt like if I would have did that with them and just left Peoples and them behind, that's just how I was saying. I'm young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Left them behind, that wouldn't have been loyal. Oh, yeah, my other homie who was from Mayfair. It was me, my homie from Mayfair, and my other homie was from around my way, around Northeast. And where I was living at the time. And yeah, man, I gave up. I passed up on that opportunity. But today, knowing the music business, I'm glad, because I was 14, 13. We had talent, but I didn't know not one nothing about the business. And I know we would have got finesse.
That's a fact.
So I'm thankful today to make that. So I felt like my loyalty then did me dirty because them Bammers couldn't stay out of jail.
Right.
And I ended up going solo anyway because they was always in. But I look at it today like learning that business. Yeah, I'm glad I said no.
It's different. It's definitely a different language. First, salute to Mayfair. Salute to Paradise.
Fact.
That is the legendary Tony Blunt, and that is the legendary Fat Rodney. Right.
Facts.
Legendary. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. We got Return to Black Broadway 136. Medicine in the.
That's Ray Nas. That's Peebles. Shout out to Ray Nas Peebles.
I love Ray Nas. I don't know what frequency he tapped into, but whatever frequency he's in, match with you. I'm telling you that right there, bro. It works. That's it. That
Glory
works.
To God, man. Glory to God put us together, man, and we've been rocking ever since.
Bro, we're gonna talk about that. So okay. So what made you move in the direction you in now? Like what detour made you go in this direction?
Growing up, being outside, choosing the wrong path and the consequences and the repercussions and the PTSD and the demons keep making you scared to go to sleep because I got demons standing over top of me, choking me. So I'm constantly smoking and drinking to stay awake. You know what I'm saying? The things that we doing and the memories and dreams haunting me in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Going through all of that. And God constantly saving me from myself so many times where I got homies of mine dying left or right. And some of them, I'm worse than them at the time. And they dying left and right. And I'm going to all these funerals and I'm getting into all this trouble. But for some reason, every time I pray, having the background of having a relationship with God, because my relationship with God didn't come from me going to church. I started going to church because of my relationship with God. It was a personal relationship that I found God. Well, he found me in the streets, in the darkness. Like even if I'm getting chased by the police, I'm praying. And every time it's like, why am I keep getting away when everybody else around me keep falling? They dying or they getting hit with all this time and God keeps saving me. Every time I cry out to him, he come through. And it got to the point where it was like, man, I was so broken. I was so messed up. I prayed. I remember I prayed for God to show me who my real friends is. And the next thing I know, I'm starting seeing people I never expected betray me, lie on me, all these things. Every time I inquired or requested or asked God something, he showed up. He showed me how real he was. And it was like, why I keep taking that for granted? Like you said, we're not perfect. I'm keep making all these decisions I'm making on my own. I keep falling on my face. And God is constantly there to keep picking me up. God is constantly there comforting me. Everybody in your life, whether it be family or friends, then let you down in some form or fashion, whether they didn't lie, didn't come through, backstab you, some form of fashion. But God is, my relation is always perfect. Nothing but good, nothing but coming through for me. Nothing, never lied on me, never left me hanging, always came through. Even when I left myself hanging, even when I went and did things I know I shouldn't have did that, God still to get me out and don't hold it against me and just be like, do better and trust me. Do better and trust me. Consequences of things I knew I should have. Every time I stepped out the house when I was younger, I should have did 30, 40, 50 years in prison. Every time I stepped out the house, even sitting in the house, I know I should have. Things I did in the city when I was younger, I should be dead. I know I should be dead. I know that. And I know death was coming. I mean, for a lot of people that may feel me on this, a lot of people may not experience it, but I felt death on me. I felt my death getting closer. I know what it felt like. I knew I was about to die. And it was just like I kept having God, whether he was using people, whether he was giving me dreams and showing me things. It was like, come to me. I got you. Like the devil on your trail. I got you. And I had to make that decision one of my homies that died, he was from around Golf Place, 44th. Yeah, from around Golf Place, Northeast. This was like my brother, and that was during the time really where God was really like, it was even getting just stronger, him calling me. Like I said, it wasn't no one thing, it was a series of things, you know, going through this life, growing up, getting caught up in certain things, getting introduced to certain things, life happening, depression, suicide. I was going through suicide, putting a gun in my mouth, putting a Trey 5.7 in my mouth, wanting to blow my head off, hearing demons tell me that nobody loved me, you should kill yourself, waking up angry at God, like, why you still got me here? Because I hate myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. All these things transpired to me getting closer, me running closer and running into God's arms. Like, I need your help. I need your help. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was a lot of things. But my homie died, and I started getting closer to God, and you know, I stopped hanging outside. I would lock myself in the room and just sit in silence and just talk to God, just like I'm talking to you, and ask him for the answers, ask him for direction, ask him for the way. And my prayers just would be every day, like, Lord, I seen what the bad side of life have to offer. The only thing else for me to see is either life in prison or being in that 2-door casket. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. I know it's better for me. I know you got better for me. I want to see the good side of life. And I would lock my way. I would get away from the environments that I know that was heavily influences on the bad habits that I had then. I would get away. I would stay away from certain people and just lock myself in and really just get closer to God. And as I started doing that, you know, God started to hear his voice. He started speaking to me. And as I began to start listening to him, you know, he started using me to be an influence on friends in that nature and that I was connected with. And one of my homies, he would send me, you know, to go and minister to him and try to get, you know, me and him was talking about getting our lives right together. You know, he had done some time. I think he did about 5-10 years or something. He did up the jail or whatever. But he was out. He was shaking the drugs. We was talking about getting our life right together and everything. And I had started going to church, and I was telling him, like, come on, bro. You know, I would feel this heaviness on me to, like, go get him. And I would hear the Lord say, go get him. Tell him, come on. But bruh still wanted to, you know, still wanted to jug. He was like, I'm going to come, but just not right now, bro. Right. Come, not right now. And then one day I went and go get him. And he was like, bro, I'm going to come. Just not right now. Just bear with me. I'm going to come one day. I still got a little, I'm trying to do my thing. But this day when I left wasn't like the other days. Like, I just broke down crying when I left out. I didn't understand why I was crying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking up and talking to God, like, why am I crying? Why I feel so sad that he won't come? And the Lord was like, well, you won't understand it right now, but I need you to come on. Like, I need you to come on. Like, certain people, he just started ministering to me, like, certain people that you want, that you started out with, you're not going to end with. They're not going to want to come. Certain people going to make their own choice. But I didn't know that day would be his last call, because I think it was either days later or something like that. He ended up getting killed. He got shot dead. So he never got that chance to, you know what I'm saying, when God was calling him. And I felt like that also was an eye opener for me, because I was coming, but I was still kind of like one foot in, one foot out. But I was coming, but it was just like that put fire up under me to be like, man, the devil is real. The devil is not playing. You don't know what time, when your time is going to be called. But I know when my time is called, I want to make sure that my life is right with God, that is well with my soul when I leave from here. Because you're going to go somewhere when you leave from here. The thing is, where you going? Now, when I don't know what time I'm going to leave, but when I do leave, I want it to be well with my soul, that I know where I'm going. And I don't want to end up having a consequence for eternity that I definitely do not want. I don't want to end up with a consequence that I have to pay for eternity. Like, that's crazy. When all I had to do was just get in right with God. The one who been taking care of me, the one who been looking out for me, the one who never turned his back on me when family and friends did, the one who never talked about me, gossip or slandered me, the one who never betrayed me. How can I not get in right with God? That's crazy.
You know what? Okay, so let's take it back in the trenches. Let's take it back in the trenches, right? Yeah. And when Tupac say when you hopeless, right? When you're hopeless, we all had that feeling. Like, did you have, like, who was that person that had that religious structure? Because when you in the trenches, right, and you clouded by alcohol and drugs and all that, bro, we just living for the day. We can care less about what's happening tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't even care about that. So mentally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it somebody, or like how did you mentally prepare yourself to start listening to a person you can't see?
So it was taught to me when I was younger. Like, my dad was in my life, so it was always taught to me from him, and you know, from others around, you know, maybe an uncle, maybe people around, that you have to have a real. I didn't have a religious upbringing, but it was that you got to know God for yourself.
Grounded.
You got to have a relationship with God for yourself. Yes. He would teach us, you know, to pray after him, how to say the prayer and everything like that. And since I've been a kid, I tried God out for myself. One time I got in trouble. I was like probably in second grade. And then, I mean, like going through things like depression. When I was 8 years old, I went to Gibbs Elementary. One of my good friends, he died. He was shot in the head over there by where the Popeyes used to be, by the shrimp boat. He was 8 years old. So going through depression and stuff like that, praying, trying to get answers at that young, you know, that brain. I'm 8 years old. This is one of my best friends. He's shot in the head dead. I'm at his funeral looking at him in the casket. Now I'm scared to death. Now I'm thinking every day that I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? And I had an incident where I was in school, in elementary school, and I know I was told not to get in trouble, or, you know, I'm going to get whooped if I keep getting in trouble and playing around. And this dude, he kept, you know, little dude, you know how kids is, kept bothering me. It was like he was provoking me to fight. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get no more whoopings. I get enough as is. So I remember just trying to just like, let me just try this God thing out. And he was, you know, he provoking it, talking trash. And I remember just closing my eyes like, Lord Jesus, can you just tell him, you know, can you make him just go away so I don't have to get in trouble? And I remember I looked up and the boy just looked at me. He shut up, he looked at me and turned around and walked off. I remember I came home like, it worked. Like, this worked. Like, this prayer thing worked. So as a child, having that happen in other spiritual encounters and stuff like that, man, I used to see things, man, when I was younger. Like, I used to see skeletons hanging from my ceiling, and I used to see like spirits walk through the door, walk around my room and be hiding under the cover. And the only thing I could do was call out to God. You know, I'd call on my dad or whatever, and he, you know, let's pray. But every time I would pray and talk to God, it's like it will always be a peace will come in. There'll be a peace coming over me, and I feel good, you know, from that fear. So, you know, in the trenches, I didn't have a religious upbringing. So to be honest, the life that I'm living now in the Lord and Christ, I never had an example to see it. Yeah, so it's always been God just showing up in moments, in every moment of my life, just showing up, especially being outside and in the trenches. It was just God showing up. I could be, like I said, and it's just to be honest and transparent. I rob a Bama. I rob him, stick him up gunpoint, then be running and praying, hoping I get away. It sounds backwards, but that was me. I'd be praying like, Lord, I know I'm dumb. I know I'm stupid. I know I'm out here trying to get rich or die trying, but please let me help me. I'm a change. Like, I'm a change. Just help me. And every time for some, now it's not odd, but he would help me get away. But what that did was, it wasn't that he was saying he's tolerating what I'm doing. It was saying that you need to trust me and start relying on your own works and the way you living to and your own efforts to trying to do life on your own from your own point of view. It's like, you need to trust me. Like, I'm showing you I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. But if you keep on playing on thin ice, it's going to break on you one day. Right. And there's many times that, you know, of course, that don't mean that you won't suffer certain consequences. Because, shoot, once I decided to put the guns down, I got robbed. When I kept guns on me, I ain't never get robbed. Right. And I decided to put them Jones down. I got robbed 4 times within 1 month. But it was God letting me know, like, you know what I'm saying? Though you may suffer the consequence, his mercy was still on me. Because I didn't die. I ain't get pistol whipped and beat all up. But it was letting me know, like, you see how this feel? This was what you was doing.
Right.
See how this feel? But I'm letting you know I got you.
Right.
I got you. You can trust me. I'm your gun. So, you know, he had to take me through a lot of different, you know, a lot of growing up, a lot of spiritual maturing, you know what I mean, to trust him and to understand that that life that you once lived without me, we erasing all of that. We're going to do this thing the right way. Like, we're going to do this the right way. So, yeah, you know, and I've been rocking like that ever since. God been too good for me to keep doing wrong, or it's not even necessarily about the robbing in the street stuff. It's just about living life my own way.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't about living life my own way. I'm about doing it God's way, because his way is perfect. If I know I'm not perfect, like we all say, then how the hell can I trust myself?
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather trust the perfect God than to trust the imperfect man, even if that includes me.
Okay, so this is off script, and it's just no right, no wrong. I'm just curious, right? Good or bad on Earth, right? Good or bad on Earth. What do you think the next realm is? I'm curious.
You said good or bad on Earth. The next realm, meaning you mean once we leave from here?
Yeah, like once the physical is done, good or bad. Like what do you think is the next realm?
Well, I believe that there is a spiritual eternity. I do believe that there is a heaven and a hell. I believe there's a hell for the consequences of those who turn to reject God's, you know, God's presence and God's love. And I believe there's a heaven for those who do decide to get in relationship and give their life to God. You know what I'm saying? Because I put it like this: it's clearly evident that there's an evil presence here on this earth. It's clear, but it's also, if people pay attention, it's clear that there's also a godly presence here on this earth as well.
Yes.
So it depends. It's like you said earlier, we have a choice. We have a choice. We have a choice of what we choose today, what we choose to serve. I believe that if here on this life you choose to reject God's love, that you will have to go to a place where the rest of people who chose to reject it, that you'll go to a spiritual place where that's without his presence.
Right.
And I've known from my life that the times that I was not in relationship with God was the worst times of my life. Was the times that I was going through suicide, the times that I was going through depression, the times that I was out here killing myself, not even realizing what I was doing, the times that I was around people who was no good for me because the presence of God was not involved. But I realize now, to see what the other side look like that has God involved, is up, it's good, it's a blessing.
Fact.
So it's like why would I want to end up in a place spiritually for eternity without his presence, where only on this earth his presence was the reason why everything good is happening in my life. So that's just how I look at it.
Dope. And then that was more for just for me. You know what I'm saying? I just
real business,
because the substance in your music and all that. I just want to see how the wheels turn,
right?
To even go in the direction you're going in, right? So that's dope, right? Okay, all right, okay. So yeah, that was mostly for me right there. So let's get back into the music a little bit. Your production, like, you know what I'm saying, like your production is crazy. Like who does the beats?
Well, we have multiple producers that may do the beats, but as of lately, Mr. One Time, Raynas Peoples has definitely been one of the producers that's, you know, steadfast in what we doing, you know what I'm saying? Especially me and him got that Blood Brothers album out. Every beat on that joint is by him. You know what I'm saying? The Go Go Hip Hop album that we got. A lot of singles that we have lately that's been by Mr. One Time, Raynas Peoples. But give me some. Like, what's some of the singles that he done? Made to Live, Mafia Moves, Break the Curse.
Okay.
Paulo the OK Freestyle.
Okay.
Off the album It's Our Time. That's a go-go joint we got. Shout out to the Nice and Smooth music group Go-Go Band.
Okay.
And our homie Nardo. You know what I'm saying? We perform that joint with the live Go-Go Band. I don't know if you seen that.
I did see the clips of that. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he did the production for all them Jones. That was Ray Nas Peoples did that. And outside of that, you know, we might work. I might work with, you know, a different producer here and there, depending on what I like. My wife also is a producer as well.
Yeah.
Hannah G. So yeah, you know, so a lot of things we do though is in-house. We don't really have to go outside nowhere else. It's just, you know, the Real Business Music family and R2BB.
Okay. So now with you, right, being so creative, right, from the poetry and everything that you do, when it comes to salute the Ray Nas, salute.
Salute, bro.
When it comes to creating a song, right? Okay, what's your process? You hit a beat. Are you an artist that listen to the beat a few times? Do you already have written and you trying to adjust? Like, what's your creative process?
So I'm very unorthodox. To be honest, I'm gonna say this might sound cliche, but it's real. You know, whether a person want to believe it or not, it's whenever the Lord give it to me. Like I can be riding down the street and God will just put lyrics in my head. It just give me a song right then and there. Then I might go to find a beat to put with it. Or I could just be listening to the beat and the Lord has just start giving me lyrics right there off the blue. Or, you know, I might listen to the beat and, you know, for most artists, they know when a beat, it feel like it's talking to you already. You feel like you already hear the lyrics, but I'm still old school too. I like the way I really I like to come up with a topic first. So then I like to write. That's one of my favorite ways of doing it. Like to come up with a topic first, because I don't like to have no song that's all over the place where the message don't match with the topic. I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just rapping to rap. You know what I'm saying? I know this a calling for me. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying something, I wanted to make sense, but I wanted to have structure. I wanted the substance to have structure. If you see the title talking about this, then I don't want you to be misled in the messages when they ain't got nothing to do with what the title about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got many different ways that that God give it to me the way it come to me. Many different ways. Like I said, I could be on the toilet, I could hear a sound, and it could spark a song. Or I could be listening to David Ruffin or some oldies and be like, God give it to me right then and there. Now I'm going to try and piece it together. God has given me song. I got a song called Dream to Reality, kind of like my own rendition of I Have a Dream speech, but it's called Dream to Reality. God gave me that in a dream. I was asleep. God was speaking to me in a dream. He was showing me preaching like Martin Luther King down at the down by the Lincoln Memorial. It was a vision he was showing me in my dream. And then he spoke and was like, I want you to get up and I want you to write your own I Have a Dream speech in music. He said it that clear. He said, when you get up, I'm going to give you the lyrics to it. And when you get a chance, you can go check the joint out on YouTube.
I am.
So when I woke up, look, soon right after he said that, my eyes, I don't know if you ever just woke up, just eyes just jolted wide open. And it was just like I had this urgency to get straight to it. So my eyes jolted open. I woke up. As soon as I grabbed the paper, I wrote the joint in like 10 minutes. Like 9-10 minutes. The whole song. Like the lyrics just flowed just like that. 9-10 minutes wrote the whole song.
So stay right there. So what came first? Was it because I noticed that your title is so strong, right? So was it the title, the hook? Like what did you do like in sequence?
Far as that specific song, it was. So the title, what he told me when he said I have a dream speech, that was basically the topic of what I went off of. I'm writing my own version of I have a dream speech. Now, once I finished writing it, once he gave me the lyrics and I rapped it, I was like, I don't want to. I didn't want to call it I Have a Dream, but it came to me Dream to Reality. because now this is my rendition in a modern time of a I Have a Dream speech. So but it was also saying that Martin Luther King's dream has become a reality, because now you got brothers like me that's been birthed from the work they didn't put in back then, that's now putting in work in the modern day era. And
that's why, and that's why it was important for you to put the dream in it somehow.
Exactly.
Got you.
Exactly. So the dream to reality.
Dope. Okay. All right. The thing is, I don't know if you believe in reincarnation and you know what I'm saying, being here before, but certain people have old souls, right? Right. Like they already been through the traumatic parts already, and that, you know, so they just trying to get to, you know, to the substance pretty much. And you definitely feel that way, like, you know what I'm saying, feel like so, because you told me exactly how you feel with, you know, once you leave this realm, right? And me personally, I feel that if you fail in this physical form, then it's very possible you can't come back in a different form to try it again. Right. But you succeed in this realm, then you'll go to whatever the next frequency is. You know what I'm saying? And with you, and I'm, the thing is, your substance is so deep, right, that it will go over a lot of people's heads if you didn't do it the way you're doing it.
Facts.
Like, just make it simple. Just make it simple and digestible. You know what I'm saying? And we'll take it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you saying, because even when I watch you perform, bro, you saying some shit. Like, you saying some shit. But the beat knock and the lyrics and everything is just like, okay, everything is flowing. But I'm sitting in the back. I'm not sure if you know. I'm just sitting in the back like, nah, because I'm all for Black Panthers. Right. I'm all for all that. I'm for all that, right? So when I hear something that has a remnants of that, I'm alert. I'm alert. Right. No matter what you put Black in, I'm rocking with you. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, I'm rocking with you, right?
I ain't mad at you at all.
I'm not mad. If it was say all Black, I don't care what it is. If that's what you believe and you put us in it, I'm all for it, right?
Right.
And your music, I didn't get it when Ray Nas was like, yeah, check out Tone Butter. Now, don't get me wrong. I listen to your music. I'm like, yeah, he dope. But seeing you perform was something different. Something different, because even Ray Nas, that's my first time seeing Ray Nas perform, and I fuck with Ray Nas heavy.
Right.
That frequency he tapped in with is special.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He got like a Nate Dogg Devin dude, and he put it in like a motherfucking like a motherfucking Fort Nelson or something. What the fuck he on? I don't know what he on, but it's definitely another person like that, right?
Yes.
But you balance out right, because you are the hip hop version of that. So when you put that together with that, I'm like, damn, like, I get it. I totally right. So
what's up, bro?
So now, the way you thinking, how did you even, first of all, how did you even link up with Ray Nas? Like, how did that happen?
Well, me and Ray Nas, I knew of Ray Nas before we ever actually linked up, because, you know, like I said, you know, we all come from the city small, and when, you know, on in the artist circle, I pay attention to what's going on in the city, what artists doing, what artists moving and shaking. But to really sum it up, long story short, man, God brought us together, man. Shout out to Nate World Changer. You know what I'm saying? He's another one of the bros. At his album release party, I watched them perform, and they had this song. I forgot the name of the song, but they all performed. And when he came out, he had this white and black OG jacket on, and he came out and got the spitting and put that Caribbean twist to it. And I looked at my wife, because my wife had performed that same day. She performed at the jump, because Nate had invited my wife out to come perform at his album release. But when Nas grabbed the mic and did this little Caribbean joint, this swag, I said, "Ooh!" I said, "That boy is fire." I said, "I gotta work with him, man." So we had posted exchange cards or something, but I forgot what happened. But it ended up being a hit and miss because I think I don't know what happened, but we ended up not locking in that day. And I just kept talking to my wife about it because I ended up recording him. So he was on my stories. So I kept showing it to my wife. I'm like, "Man, I gotta work with this dude." And it was just like the unction from God let me know, like, that connection need to be made. Like, I need to get in touch with him. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, damn, I forgot to get his number or whatever happened. I was like, dang, I'm probably ain't gonna know. The next time I'm gonna see that dude, I was like, I really want to work with dude. Because I've been telling my wife, like my wife from the islands, but I've been telling her, like, I wanted that flavor with that 90s back when the reggae used to be mixed in with the hip hop. I'm like, man, I wanted that flavor. I want that flavor. And when I heard him, I was like, ooh, that's perfect. So then while passed, you know what I'm saying? We ain't get the link or nothing like that. I ain't have his number. I ain't had no real contact or nothing to him except for by Nate. So Nate ended up having another show up at a church. I forgot the name of the church. It was like an African church, but he had another event and he wanted me to come perform with him because we got a song off of one of my projects called Covered in Blood. So when we go up there, I'm watching the performance, the other performers, and I see Ray Nas come out. So I'm not noticing that's him at first till he grabbed the mic and he got this little reggae style, this Caribbean style joint, and he cutting up. I'm like, that's Slim. I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely. So after that show, we chopped it up. We all took pictures together, but then we made that connection, and from right then and there, it been history. We've been rocking like a cut off stocking. You dig,
bro? And it works, right? It works, right? To perfection, right? So I have more questions for you, but we have maybe 4 minutes left. So I'm gonna ask you one question, and I'll save the rest for we have something with what's the business that you have? What's the company?
Real Business Music. Real
Business. So we we're gonna set something up. We we have you and Ray Nas on, and I'll ask you much more questions, right?
Most definitely.
I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. Because you tapped into a frequency that we don't go to a lot, but it's healthy for the pure. It's pure for the soul, right? You need it, right?
Necessary. Fact.
Okay. All right. So one last question. I'm him.
Facts.
Okay. Dope as shit, right? Okay. So in 3 minutes or less, right? 3 minutes or less. How was that creative process? I'm him has so many different meanings, you know what I'm saying? But to you, how was the creative process when you did that?
So the creative process, basically, when I heard the beat, when the beat came my way, it already, like I said, it started talking to me. That's the vibe I instantly got in. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave me the lyrics to it, had me to tap into my bag, where it's like, at the same time, like you said, the play on I'm him is letting people know, yeah, I'm really doing this. I really do this. Don't get it twisted. I'm here. I really do this. I'm finna let my light shine. Let you know I'm finna pop minds. You hear me? But at the same time, it's also a play on it where I'm saying he's him. You know what I'm saying? That God is him. So it's a have my relationship with God, but at the same time letting people know my swag. I got that. I do this. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, once I heard the beat, instantly it put me in that vibe. I came up with the chorus first because I love to come up with the choruses first. You know what I'm saying? I love to come up with the title before I write the book. You know what I'm saying? So when I came up with the chorus and I got that little vibe, who you? I'm him. And it was kind of also, sometimes when we doing good for a long time, sometimes you can forget. You know what I'm saying? And you need that encouragement, but sometimes the encouragement when you can't expect others to validate you, you gotta validate yourself. So it's kind of like me talking to myself too. Who you? I'm him. Looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically how it came about.
Dope. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to you for another hour, but But what I'm gonna do is just, you know, I'll keep this for the next time we talk. You know,
we're gonna break bread again for sure.
Because you're so interesting, right? You're so interesting. I rock with everything you got going on. So
appreciate that, bro.
I really enjoyed this. So where can the people tap in? You know, get your music, or you know, reach out to you for like, you know, bookings and all that.
Man, I'm on all streaming and digital stores, all streaming platforms and digital stores. Tone Butter, TONEBUTTA. You hear me? I'm on YouTube, Tone Butter. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Twitter, Tone Butter. I'm on Facebook, Tone Butter. You know what I'm saying? I'm on IG, The Real Tone Butter. And you can look at our, check out our other artists as well. Like I said, Hannah G, Reynolds Peoples, Bishop James C. Wall. We got the record label page on IG as well. Real Business Music, but you spell business BUZINESS and not BUS. You know what I'm saying? And also on Facebook, we got the Real Business Music page. We got the clothing brand as well, Real Business Apparel. So yeah, man, check us out. All platform. Google me. You hear me? Tone Butter. Put Tone Butter in that Google search bar. Anything that come up, that's you see a dark dude, real smooth dark dude. You know what I'm saying? With the lokes on, that's me. You dig? If you see Real Business Music, that's us. Real business.
Salute. Like I said, I am definitely a big supporter of what you got going on, man. Whatever you, Reynolds, got going on, I'm there to support. You know what I'm saying? Because I am
appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you.
We definitely gonna do this again. You know, real soon.
Most definitely. Shout out to Team Sacrifice too, man. Gotta give you your flowers. Little do you know, I be watching I mainly watch all of your interviews, the joints that I can catch. I definitely tap in. I'm constantly seeing you show love and give other people their flowers in the DMV and this platform that you have, bro. I just want to let you know that I give you your flowers for what you're doing. I pray and I know that it's going to be bigger than what you imagine, because I know for a surety when you serve and when you help others and support others, you sowing a seed that's going to come back in abundance. You dig? So I want to salute you and all that you got going on, bro.
That's a fact. I appreciate it. That's why I'm tapped in with people like you guys, because it's the long journey. You know what I'm saying? Not what you see here. It's something greater. You know what I'm saying? We gonna shake up the DMV, my guy. So I appreciate you for even, you know, entertaining what I got going on. Salute to Rip Radio. Salute to the good Trump. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it so soon. Thank you, sir.
Facts.
Appreciate you.
Go-Go, Mumble Soul, Marvin Gaye, Martin Lawrence, Roger P. Hicks, Dave Chappelle, Samuel L. Jack, Genuine, Maya, Anne Marie, Kevin Durant, Tommy Davis, DJ Kool, Wale, my number one of all time, Black.
See, I'ma keep it real, with my weapon on me concealed. I'm Ralphion, that nigga from up the hill, used to come through crushing in the butters. A tray deuce in my boot with a fresh box cutter. 10th place, I belong to them. Mikey Wayne funkin' them. Never was no bullies, but you don't wanna run with them. Better finances, big money advances. Daddy-daughter dances, no penitentiary chances. A made man, keep them guessing. Motherfuckers wanted steam, so I had to press them. Just so you know, I bring the chalk when I teach a lesson. When I was preaching at your door, but you ain't want the lecture. Cause y'all mention. After I put on my city, I'm done. At 15, my nigga Wayne let me bust off a gun. I ain't gon' fake, I felt the rush when I made